Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. As the title states, we will be going over errors that have occurred in the retail pharmacy setting. To avoid retaliation and allow for the full transparency of these events, I will call these pharmacies by their nicknames. If you wish to know which these are, a simple Reddit search may help. On to story number 1. Dispensed hydralazine 100 milligrams instead of 10 milligrams. Tech typed it wrong and I didn't catch it. It was my first month working as a pharmacist at a super busy WAG, so I was rushing. I'm lucky the patient didn't have any serious side effects since they only took it once. Now every time I verify hydralazine, I'm always reminded of what happened. Hydralazine. So for those unaware of the gravity of the situation, hydralazine is a blood pressure medication. It can also be confused with hydroxyzine hydrochloride for anxiety and hydroxyzine pamuate for sedation, a very common occurrence in the retail pharmacy setting. In this case, a patient was given 10 times the actual dose. With luck, nothing occurred. But what would have happened if they continued to take the medication? Hypotension, which is low blood pressure, which can result in lightheadedness or dizziness, blurred vision, feelings of weakness, confusion, and fainting. Psychotic reaction, including anxiety, depression, disorientation, euphoria, hypomania, nervousness, and heart attack, can also occur. What if hydroxyzine was given instead? I'll keep it short. Respiratory depression, cognitive dysfunction, hallucinations, and seizures in high doses are just some of the results of an excess in dose. So why did this occur? If you wish to know the answer, continue watching this video. It will give you clarity as to why these situations occur. A toxic environment. Now, at any given moment when the pharmacy gates open, you will have one pharmacist and maybe, if they are lucky, 3 technicians. Disclaimer, if there are less than 4 total people on staff, you better run. These are the duties of the technicians for the day that restart the next day. These are the duties of the pharmacists for the day that restart the next day. Let us not forget that there are 9 total phone lines that can ring all at once. The fax machine, typing prescriptions, verifying prescriptions, and bagging prescriptions. Patient consultations at the window as well as those passing by when picking up their prescriptions. Pharmacist calls include pharmacy transfers, MD calls, patient consults. Those are the sole responsibilities of the pharmacist. Let us not forget vaccines. When during the height of the pandemic, pharmacies reported doing vaccines scheduled every 5 minutes every day. A disgusting practice. So where does that leave time for the pharmacist to safely verify your medication? The answer is, it doesn't. There is no time. Therefore, your safety is very last in terms of the list of daily tasks. I promise you, it is last. Common practice is interaction check overriding, dosing check overriding for lack of time, and companies stressing promise times that need to be met for dispensing prescriptions, because more prescriptions equals more money. And now some of you might say, oh, but the pharmacist should stop and do these proper checks. But guess what happens when they take too long? They start getting written up and then eventually fired. If they take too long, the customer also complains, they get written up and they get fired. On top of no rest periods and bathroom breaks because of a lack of staffing and no pharmacist overlap, because less staff equals more money, are those the conditions that someone who is checking your medication should have to perform under? I think not. The only way these corporations will change their ways is by hitting them where it hurts, their pockets. Board of pharmacies have been bought out by these mega corporations, so the last line of defense between you getting the wrong pill or not is essentially yourself. You cannot trust these facilities to care for public health. My recommendation to you, transfer out for the sake of yourself, your friends, and your families. Thank you everyone. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. There will be a lot more to expose in the future. I am here to expose bad practice.